Hello and welcome to Porfiro, a story told from your perspective. My name is Ethan, and I will be your host for this production. And now, I invite you to kick back, grab a bowl of potato starch porridge, and enjoy Porfiro, brought to you by WMHD.
Once upon a time, there was a city in the clouds. It was very beautiful and full of magic. But now it's a total dump. Why is this? Because, among other reasons, it contains your school. You raise your hand.
Can I have a hall pass?
What for?
I'm running away to become a magician.
Then no.
Can I please have a hall pass?
Sorry, kid.
You frown at being called a kid and let the teacher drone at the blackboard for a minute. Then you raise your hand again.
Can I have a hall pass now?
Not if you'll use it to run away. Will you use it to run away?
Yes.
The teacher turns back to the blackboard. You stand up. The teacher doesn't respond. You start walking, then running. A few bored kids stare, but no one tries to stop you as you sprint out the door, down a hall, up a staircase, and into your dorm room. It's a mess in here. You have to rummage around, but you finally find the stuff you want to take with you. A photograph of you and your roommate, Johnny, both sneezing at the same time. It took forever to get this shot right. Not pictured, an entire trash can of used tissues. A photograph of Julia, who took you in when your parents died. Meds and vitamins, so you don't, die of malnutrition. Your razor, so you don't die of embarrassment. You've started getting facial hair, and it's figured out the optimally awkward pattern to grow in. And finally, your toiletries, also good for not dying of embarrassment. You stuff this all into your raincoat pockets and split. On your way out, you pass a project by the art club. One of those paintings where every student paints one part. It's a picture of a fairy tale magician casting a magic spell. The Carnelian Lady, a very popular character. In this depiction, she has a long red dress and glitter all over her. You'll be doing magic yourself soon. This might be the last time you see this painting without mentally critiquing her form. For that matter, this might be the last time you see this painting at all. Part of you wants to linger and be sentimental. Most of you is judging the art club for using glitter. You go to the door. It's got a little window in it, and you peek through. Holy shit, you're about to leave your school for good? Are you really doing this? Yep. You step outside and feel no regret at all. You're about to be a magician. It's a dreary and dismal day out. Always is. Another reason you think the city is a dump. A thick, brownish, dirty-looking mist hangs in the air. This mist is called the cloud, and the city, which used to be at a way higher elevation, would get too hot without it. You can't see the ground, you're not on the bottom floor, and the buildings disappear into the cloud below. Above you, it's pretty much the same, but lighter brown. Your destination is the university. They have books about magic. And free food. You have to take a lot of stairways and bridges. Your school, your old school now, is on the 30th story, and the main university entrance is on the 45th. Plus, it's a couple of miles horizontal distance away. A hot rain starts just as you arrive. The yucky brown cloud thins. You see the university buildings going up, up, up above you, and your stomach flutters with excitement. You also get a clearer view of the weird, artsy rock garden laid out in front of the university entrance. There was a flower garden here before the famine, but you're sure no one misses it because it, too, was weird and artsy. You go inside and stand in the mudroom, watching people and listening to the air scrubbers whir. Fuck, it's weird. Half these people look, to your untrained eye, like they could be heading to a discotheque. You'll never get over the fact that most people don't wear uniforms on weekdays. No, actually, you're over in about 2 minutes. Time to talk to Johnny. You go inside. Oh good, there are payphones right next to the recycling bins by the door. You call your school's office, pretending to be one of Johnny's relatives, and ask to talk to Johnny privately. He gets on the line, and you're suddenly very, very excited.
Johnny? Johnny, I did it!
Porfiro? Is that you?
Yes, Johnny, it's me.
Whoa, this is cool. How are you doing this? Did you, sneak a phone into a classroom or something?
No, Johnny, I'm at the university.
Oh, yeah, same here. I'm double majoring in swear words and sex ed. But really, how are you doing this? If you're not hiding in a classroom, hey, did you get a phone into a utility room somewhere?
No, Johnny, I'm really here. I said I was running away, remember? People are smoking sludge in public.
It's called doing the sludge. Porfiro, honestly.
Yeah, they're doing so now.
Doing so? Porfiro, do you try to sound so uncool? Oh, wait, no. It's to make this more believable, isn't it? But
No, Johnny, come on, I'm serious.
sure you are. Like you were serious in 3rd grade when you tried to convince me you had superpowers.
No, Johnny, look, how can I get you to believe me?
You cringe in anticipation.
Get someone who's high to talk to me.
Great. Just what you want to do right now.
Fine.
You turn away from the payphone and look around. Yes, some people do seem to be high at this very moment. Most of them are gathered around each other, sharing something that gives off pale, stinking smoke. You're pretty sure none of them will leave their clique to chat with a high schooler. But there's a girl sitting on a couch near the phones, blathering loudly at the air and gesticulating carelessly. You go over and hold the phone near her. She gibbers something about the Carnelian lady and her love interest, Aliestro. You hear a strangled yell through the phone and put it back to your ear.
I believe you.
It's okay, Johnny.
I believe you.
I know, it's okay.
I really thought you were joking. You've joked about it for so long.
It's alright.
So, are you really gonna learn magic?
If I don't die from breathing the sludge secondhand, yeah.
You'll be fine. There's sober people around, right?
There are a lot of sober people around. A lot of people. You've rarely been somewhere so crowded.
Yeah.
Just do what they do then.
You nod to yourself, although a lot of what they do seems to consist of looking grown-up and being taller than you. Ah well, you'll figure it out as you go.
Hey, I'm really happy for you, Porfiro, and excited for you. You'll do amazing stuff, and I'm proud of you, of course. Can I have your slinky?
What? No. Why would I give you my slinky?
Because you won't be using it. Seems like a waste to leave it all alone, am I right?
I'll use it when I'm back.
Johnny says something. Maybe what when back? You sigh. Johnny has this annoying habit of messing up words and expecting you to understand him anyway.
I don't know what you mean.
When are you coming back?
As soon as someone comes and gets me, I guess.
Nobody's gonna come get you, Porfiro. You're old enough to drop out.
Yeah, but there's some complicated paperwork I didn't do. People will expect me back.
No, they won't. People have been waiting years for you to do this. There's a bet going on about what exact date you leave. I'm actually in on it. I guess I just lost.
Oh.
He laughs. You're not sure what to say to all this. You've always said that you'd run away and become a magician someday, and tried to play it off as a joke. It never occurred to you that you weren't fooling anybody.
Are you coming back?
I guess I don't know.
You hear a clicking sound on the other end. Johnny playing with a clicky pen, alternately revealing and retracting the tip. This is one of his favorite things to do with his life.
I bet you'll learn the most amazing things. Yeah, you'll learn amazing stuff and fall in with the right people and just do amazing things. I just said amazing a lot.
Thank you, Johnny. But I'd have to get very lucky for that to happen.
Well, that's not true. You're gonna be someone important. You're destined for greatness. You're a cut above the rest of us. Everybody says that. I believe it.
You're not sure what to say to this either. He speaks with a lot of pride and a little resentment.
I'm not sure if that's true.
Why not? Everybody believes in you. My parents believe in you. And I don't think they believe in God himself, even though they send me to this horrible place.
Come on, Johnny.
I'm come-oning. I'll tell the grown-ups you're warm and safe and stuff so they don't do anything grown-up and stupid. You are, right?
Well, a bit too warm in this crowd, to be honest. And who can say about safe? But the resentment has drained from his voice, and that makes you feel a lot better.
Decently.
And you will be, like, tonight and stuff, right?
Well, I'm going to the library. I don't really think libraries are cold and dangerous.
Oh, cool. Tell me about it tomorrow morning, okay?
Tomorrow morning? When? You sleep through the bell half the time.
You think I'm gonna be sleeping tonight? Porfiro, I'll party like no tomorrow. I'll invite everybody, even the elementary schoolers. I'll ask the kitchen to make us a cake.
You're having a party? Why? What's today?
You, duh. We gotta keep your memory alive, just in case you die in a magical accident.
You put your face in your hands and hit your nose with the phone.
Ow. Aren't the nuns gonna be mad or something?
Probably at, like, the middle schoolers. They're obnoxious. But at me, your beloved field trip buddy, Porfiro, they're probably going to join me.
You find this highly doubtful.
I'm gonna go to the library now, Johnny. You have a good night.
No, Porfiro, wait. Call me tomorrow morning, really.
You'll be asleep. I'll call in the afternoon.
No, call me in the morning. I'll be there.
Okay. But I'll call in the afternoon too. Because you won't.
I will so.
Fine. I'll judge you if you're not.
Of course you will. Good night.
Good night, Johnny. Talk to you tomorrow afternoon.
Hey, shut your...
You put the receiver down. You think you finally found the place you'll be able to read about magic. There's a big sign that says Technical Library over the doors, which are half closed. You push them open. Yikes, this place is really gaudy. Faux wood panels everywhere but the floor, because the floor is covered in green carpet so thick you sink into it. An ornate display table in the middle holds a big seismograph and other scientific instruments. There are oil paintings of the Carnelian Lady and other folklore characters on the walls, and a super nerdy rando storms up to you.
Hippie, I've not seen you here before.
Oh shit.
Maybe you think you fooled me with your button down and slacks, but I can tell by looking that you haven't done an hour of real work in your life.
I just want to read the books.
Sure you do. Look, we have a strict policy against doing the sludge in here. You think you're subtle, but we're subtler. You can't hide it, and when we catch you, the demerits go on your permanent record. So maybe you want to leave right now.
You do not, in fact, want to leave right now. You give the rando the look you used on Julia when she caught you staying up to read comics. The rando mutters awkwardly and goes over to a table. You wander around in search of magic books. Let's see, chemistry, math, something called statics, other chemistry. Ah, here they are. Just half a shelf and all very beat up. Well, that tracks. You hear you can't study magic formally anymore. You crack one of them open. Oh, nope, too advanced. You can tell from the forward. The next is also way over your head. And the next. And the one after that is just a table of sine cosine values that's been filed in the wrong section. But the one after that is what you're looking for. A primer. Apparently, it's book 1 in a series of 10, but they only have this one and book 2 on the shelf. Later problem. You find a table and lose yourself in the magic. Literally. A club outside the library is giving away free cookies. You take one. Okay, 10, but it's fine because you read through dinner time. And find a payphone. You sleepily dial the school's front office. Maria, who answers the school phones, picks up.
Hello?
Hi, it's Porfiro. Can Johnny come to the phone?
Let me see if he's awake.
You roll your eyes, but a minute later, she's telling you that Johnny will be right there. Then you hear the sound of excited panting on the other end. He must have come running.
You're alive!
Yeah, I survived a library. Wow!
Hey, For all I know, you met another magician and they tried to turn you into a cassette tape.
Why would they do that?
Well, in Kung Fu Kingdom, you have to beat another magician in combat before you can learn magic yourself. And magicians always turn people into stuff when they fight. I think you'd be a book on tape, a really boring one about numbers or something. Don't worry, I'm sure you'd have a niche audience somewhere in the world. And I, as your best friend, would pretend to listen to you occasionally. Oh, hang on a sec. Maria's saying something.
You try to think of a good comeback as she talks to Johnny.
She says you have to do the dropout paperwork or you'll owe the government your scholarship money.
What? But I left at the end of the quarter.
Ah, so you did have plans to leave for good. Yeah, you didn't really have me fooled last night. But Maria says you'll owe them for next quarter unless you do the paperwork.
Oh, crap. Okay, I'll do that. Where do I get it?
Hang on. She says you can probably get it from the college itself. 'Cause the office... Oh, cool.
Johnny?
Oh, sorry. I saw a bird outside the window.
Ugh, Johnny is so easy to distract. You usually like this because Johnny keeps you honest, and who wants to be kept honest? But now it's just trying your patience.
Yeah?
Birds are so fucking cool. Oh, sorry, Maria. I mean, birds are so cool.
How do I do the dropout papers?
Huh? Oh, yeah, there's a government office associated with the university. Maria doesn't know where it is, but you have a few days to file. You'll probably find it, right?
Sure.
So, what happened yesterday?
You tell him everything, and he's fascinated by all of it. By the end of the call, you miss him terribly.
I have to go to class, but where will you go?
To sleep, I guess.
To sleep?
You take a bite of cookie.
Well, I'll figure I'll stay up at night to study magic. And then I can find a crowded class and sleep in it during the day. Just like you, Johnny. Well, except for the studying part.
Hey, take that back.
I meant it as a compliment.
Oh, then thanks, I guess? Are you eating right now?
Yeah. They're giving away free cookies.
Lucky. Do they always have free cookies?
I don't think so. I'm gonna go to the drugstore after I sleep.
What, for that gross potato stuff?
Ever since the famine, they've dispensed instant potato porridge for free in drugstores. But given the flavor, or rather lack thereof, you think people should get paid to take it.
Yeah, well, I don't want to starve.
I would totally starve if I had to eat the potato stuff all the time.
What? How would you starve if you were eating all the time?
Because it tastes bad.
What? Johnny, that's not how starving works. I'll be fine.
He laughs, and then Maria says something.
Oh, okay. Porfiro, Maria says it's almost 9.
Already? Crap. Okay, I'll let you go. Miss you.
Miss you too. And the party was amazing, by the way. I saved you some cake, but then I ate it myself later. Oh, and Maria says hi.
Oh, hi, Maria.
He says hi back. Oh, and she says to call the phone in the dorm. This one is for official school business.
Okay. Bye, Johnny.
Bye.
You hang up as Johnny tells Maria. He said okay.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Porfiro. Before you go, I'd like to acknowledge the people who were involved in the creation of this work. Porfiro was written and directed by Joy Stockwell Carpenter. Script editing by Nicholas Carpenter. Beta reading by Rhea Carlson and Alyssa Russell. Audio post-production by Ethan Townsend. Narrated by Natalie Beatty. This episode featured Eli Fritz as Porfiro, Randon Tarnoff as Johnny, and Jessica Russell and Kayla Bautel as various voices. Finally, this episode is dedicated to the twins, whose dedication to logistics and connections brought this story to life. You made sure everything went to the right places and arrived in time, which was an astonishing amount of work, because you were with this production from the very beginning. Your generosity is much appreciated. Once again, I'm your host Ethan. Thank you for listening to the show, and I will see you all next time.